It seems to happen at the beginning of every season. Everybody's continually trying to impress others by giving their Premier League predictions. It's probably the whole entertainment value everybody has with Fantasy League and picking the players that are going to perform the best throughout the entirety of the season. But not for once do we ever think just how badly it could turn out. Because you don't know shit. You just don't. I will admit, I am part of that group as well that tries to predict what is actually going to happen in the Premier League, but it's impossible. I mean, if somebody had showed me the Premier League now compared to what I thought it was going to be, I probably would have laughed at you and shoved it so far up your ass that the lump in your throat would have been your kidneys. Yeah, but without much further ado, let's get cracking. Okay, so the way it's going to work is me versus two other people. One of them is a good friend, and the other one is a follower that I have on my Twitch streams. So I've got the tables. Everybody's obviously given their predictions before the season has come around to pass. What will happen is, for every team's position you guess correctly, you'll get a point. To add a little bit more flair to the competition, if you guessed a team in the top 4 correctly, you get a point. It doesn't have to be the team in the correct position. So for example, if you predicted that Liverpool were going to be in the top 4, you get a point. It doesn't really matter where you said they were going to finish, you get a point. And the same applies for the relegation zone, which means relegation zone and Champions League spots are up for grabs. Let's see how I fared. I already know I fared absolutely horrendously. Must have been brain dead throughout the season. I really must have. In first place was Liverpool this season, as we know. Deserved champions. Congratulations. So Dean predicted Manchester City to be in first place, and that is obviously not correct. I, on the other hand, predicted Manchester City also to be Premier League champions this season. And then my Twitch follower, Unknown20, predicted Liverpool to be Premier League champions. I don't actually know if this was just his prediction in the last 5 games, or if this was actually his prediction from the beginning of the season, but he told me it was his prediction from the beginning of the season. So we'll go with that, in which case he gets a point. So in second place, Deed had Liverpool. I also had Liverpool. And Unknown20 had City. So again, a point to Unknown and nothing for us. My thinking behind the Premier League champions this year was that Liverpool didn't make any additions to the squad. City had made additions, and although they were fragile at the back, I genuinely didn't think they were going to be as bad as they were. Obviously, I look like a real muppet now, but I mean, come on, anybody else would have predicted the same thing, except for Liverpool fans. Liverpool fans would not have predicted that, but anybody else would have predicted probably that at the beginning of the season. Anyways, moving on. In third place, Dean predicted Spurs, which is wrong. Oh no, wait. Whoops. Okay, I need to redo that. I've just seen now. In second place, I predicted Spurs. Oh no. And I predicted Liverpool third. I'm so sorry. I apologize, Liverpool fans. I really thought I thought Pochettino was going to do something. I really thought Liverpool were going to be in the short end of the stick. Sorry, so I predicted Spurs second, which is wrong, and I predicted Liverpool third. Dean predicted Spurs third, and Unknown20 predicted Manchester United third. I doubt it. I doubted Unknown20. I really do. Manchester United third, with the team we had at the beginning of the season. Well done to whoever got that right. I doubt anybody got it right. In fourth place, Dean predicted Arsenal, and I also predicted Arsenal fourth. And Unknown20 predicted Chelsea fourth. Again, I doubt it. They just lost Hazard. They had no transfer window. I mean, Lampard was in. Who predicted Chelsea fourth? I know I didn't. Definitely not. That basically puts Unknown20 on 8 points because he got the top 4 in all the correct positions, but also every single team he correctly predicted to be in the top 4 was in the top 4, where I guessed City and Liverpool, and Dean also correctly guessed City and Liverpool. So Dean and I have 2 points apiece, and Unknown is practically running away with it with 8 points at this point in time. In 5th place was Leicester City. Cool. Dean predicted Manchester United. Obviously wrong, but I can see where he's coming with that. My prediction for Manchester United is a little disgusting, actually. But in 5th place, I predicted Everton. I got that one rather wrong. Again, I just thought Marcus Silva. I mean, listen, I'm predicting this team to win the Premier League in the next 5 years. I have to have faith. I don't want to, but I have to. I know in 20 predicted Arsenal in 5th place. So wrong as well. So again, the scores remain the same. 8 and 2 and 2. Then in 6th place, Tottenham finished. Somehow. Oh, they finished 6th on goal difference. Nice one, Tottenham. Unknown 20 predicted Tottenham to finish 6th as well. So he's ready to go away with this with 9 points. Unless one of the two of us pulls a rabbit out of the hat, we're not catching Unknown 20 at this point. So it's more of a battle between Dean and myself at this stage. Again, like anybody who predicted Chelsea higher than like 6th or 5th is having a mare, because there's no ways. There's absolutely no ways you looked at Chelsea at the beginning of the season and you thought, yeah, that's a Champions League contending squad. Big ups to Lampard. But at the same time, I wasn't expecting everybody else to be so dog shit. Okay, in 7th place in the Premier League was Wolves. I predicted Wolves. I got a point. I got a point. Yes. Okay, so 7th was Wolves, which leaves me on 3 points. Dean predicted in 7th place Everton. Ooh. And Unknown finished 7th place as Leicester City, which is also wrong. So I gained a point on everybody there. Fantastic. Could have come back beyond. We'll see. I think everybody kind of got 8th place wrong, but I'm going to read it out anyways. In 8th place in the Premier League was Arsenal. Dean predicted Wolves. I predicted Manchester United. I get that might be a bit disgusting. I feel like there's going to be a bit of malice in the comments if anybody in the near future decides to like watch this. But think about the team we had at the beginning of the season. We were rocking a midfield of Lingard / Pereira, McTominay / Fred, and Pogba, and then Pogba got injured. We smashed Chelsea in the first game, Lamau, but which is probably the reason why we had 15 goal difference better. But just see it from my side. I really didn't think Manchester United were going to finish 3rd, and I think anybody who thought United were going to finish 3rd, you're wildin'. And in 8th place for Unknown 20 was Wolves. So everybody kind of had the gist. Everybody, those 3 places except me, kind of had the gist. At 9th was Sheffield United. Up the blades. But who did everybody predict was actually going to be 9th? Unknown 20 predicted Everton in 9th. I predicted Leicester in 9th. And Dean predicted Leicester 9th. So I think Dean and myself kind of had the right idea there. But now we move on to 10th spot. So we're like halfway through here. In 10th spot was Burnley. They had a pretty good season, actually. Well done to Burnley. In 10th, Unknown 20 predicted Burnley. And at this stage, unless either Dean or myself predict a clean sweep relegation zone, it just ain't happening. I predicted Watford. Wow. Looking back on that now, I would have slapped myself in the face if I know what I know today. Dean predicted Watford. Yeah, Dean predicted Watford as well. Wow. I really thought Watford were going to have a better season. I think everybody thought Watford was going to have a better season. So this time I'll start off with Dean. In 11th place was Southampton. And Dean predicted Bournemouth, which is wrong. What happened? What happened to these teams? Like, we had so much hope for you. So much hope. And here we are. In 11th spot, I predicted West Ham, which is wrong as well. I mean, to be fair, these spots were very tight. But in 11th spot, Unknown predicted Newcastle. Between, let's say, 6th and 11th, there was only like 7 points. I mean, 9th had 54. Burnley had 54 at 10th. 11th was Southampton with 52. Everton at 49. Oh wait, we haven't done 12th spot. 12th spot, Everton, yay! Unknown said Southampton at 12th, so he was very close with that one. But you don't get jack shit for being close. At 12th spot, I predicted Bournemouth. Wow. Just wow. At 12th, Dean predicted West Ham. So we just kind of flipped our positions there. At 13th, Newcastle. And Dean predicted at 13th, Southampton. So Dean has literally gotten nothing right so far. Nothing right. At 13th, I had Southampton. And at 13th, Unknown had West Ham. Which is wrong for everybody. So nobody gets points there again. In 14th spot is Crystal Palace, who, everybody thought was going to get relegated, so they did, they did fairly well. In 14th spot, of course, Unknown 20 predicts Crystal Palace at 14th. For me, it has been basically a horrendous show of form, but for Dean, even worse. At 14th, I predicted Aston Villa. Congratulations for staying. Dean at 14th predicted Burnley, which is wrong. At 15th was Brighton. Dean predicted Aston Villa. At 15th, I predicted Newcastle United. Again, wrong. 15th, Unknown 20 predicted Aston Villa, so everybody kind of had the right idea. At 16th was West Ham. Yeah, well done, Moise. I remember Dean commenting on my first video about West Ham getting relegated. At 16th, Unknown 20 predicted Bournemouth. No. At 16th, I predicted Palace. So close. 2 positions off of that. And Dean predicted Norwich. 17th, with the last available spot before we hit the relegation candidates, Aston Villa. And at 17th, Unknown 20 predicts Watford. No. At 17th, I predicted Norwich City. And at 17th, Dean predicted Crystal Palace. So that's also wrong. But now we get into the interesting part, the relegation zone. Where did everybody think the worst of the worst were going to end up? Where did everybody think teams are going to get demoted to the illustrious championship? At 18th was Bournemouth. They got relegated. Sorry, Eddie Howe. It is what it is. At 18th, the Dean predicted the Blades. Wow, that is like an 11 spot deficit right there, because Sheffield United actually finished 9th. I predicted Brighton to finish at 18th. And in 18, Unknown 20 predicted Brighton to finish. Brighton finishing at 15th this season almost feels uncanny. It doesn't feel right. It almost feels like Brighton escaped relegation, but last year they were horrendous. How do they do that? They basically finished comfortably as well. Sly. Pulled out his magic wand, Mr. Potter. We're going to move on to 19th, which was Watford. Feels bad. Sorry, guys. Dean predicted Newcastle. No points for Dean there in either category. And I predicted Sheffield United. We really sold Sheffield United short. I mean, they were challenging for Europa League at one stage, but we beat them. So that's fine. And Unknown 20 has predicted Norwich at 19th, which isn't correct, but he gets another point because Norwich did get relegated. And that actually just builds into a spoiler. Yeah, Norwich got relegated. They got absolutely trounced. They finished with 21 points, which was 13 points behind 19th and 14 points behind 17th place Aston Villa. Unknown predicted Sheffield United to finish 20th. Again, just a very, very short selling for the Blades there. The Blades had been blunted, according to Unknown. I predicted Southampton. So I finish on 3 points. Unknown finishes on 11 points as a runaway winner. And Dean predicted Brighton and Hove Albion, which means the only points Dean got out of this entire thing, out of this entire experiment, is 2 of the top 4 teams, which was Liverpool and Man City, which I think everybody kind of knew in the beginning. I think you kind of get those points by default. That is it. That is the end. I beat out Dean by 1 point because I predicted Wolves to be 7th and they finished 7th. So thank you very much, Wolverhampton Wanderers. Honestly, looking back now, I'm not surprised that we predicted the teams we predicted to be in the positions, and Hence why Unknown getting 11 points is a little shady for me. I just think you predicting United and Chelsea to come 3rd and 4th respectively is out of this world. I think you're lying, but I'm not trying to be salty. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe and like if you did enjoy the video. But more importantly than anything, please give a comment below. I really want to hear what you guys have to say, where you guys probably predicted most of the team to finish, not Manchester United 3rd and Chelsea 4th. But I don't know, maybe I'm just selling everybody short. Maybe you guys did predict that. Also, join me on Twitch. I stream basically every Tuesdays, but sometimes on Sundays as well. I'll leave a link in the description below. Come join us, get involved in the conversation. We talk about football, gaming, anime, you name it, everything in between. Yeah, we really do have a good time. So pop by, get involved. Yeah, I'll see you guys then. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and Fick Fufa on.
Oh my
I
God,
just got blocked! LeBron James, in squid form, just came and annihilated me at the front post. Oh my God. Thanks, LeBron. Thanks, Octopus LeBron. I appreciate it.